What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, I want to speak about Lomachenko and Richard Comey, who'll be facing each other this weekend. Really looking forward to this fight. I spoke about it on the podcast yesterday, and Lomachenko has bounced back very well since that loss to Teofimo Lopez. He's fought once since then against Nakatani, and he looked brilliant doing it, man. He absolutely dispatched of Nakatani in a fight where some people were thinking, you know what, this could be a dangerous comeback fight after losing to Teofimo Lopez and being pretty inactive. He came back with a bang. He looked spectacular defeating him, stopped Nakatani. I can't remember what round it was now, but it was vintage Loma. You know what I mean? It was one of them Lomachenko performances where you feel like, yeah, he was in the matrix for that one, for sure. And Richard Comey, man, this opponent here this weekend, as we know, one of the top lightweights in the world, for sure. He's not actually right at the top, but he's definitely in the top 10 of pretty much every ranking. From Ghana, very strong, tough. And yeah, he lost twice, Richard Comey. Very good fighter, man. And he'll be another good test for Lomachenko. However, I feel like that Lomachenko right now feels he's got something to prove. And I think that he might just be a bit too much for Richard Comey Saturday night, man. I'm anticipating a good fight because Comey is tough. He'll bring it. And he's got a dig as well. Do you know what I mean? He is strong. And, you know, physically, he will be bigger than Lomachenko on the night for sure. So will he be able to utilize his reach, his advantages in height and reach, and utilize that to good effect against Lomachenko like Teofimo Lopez did? He don't box the same as Teofimo, but he's strong, and he's going to have to try and make it a bit dirty in there, a bit rough, and try and like get in there with Loma. But it's going to be difficult because Lomachenko, man, when he gets going, the angles and, you know, the accuracy and just the pinpoint precision punching from Lomachenko, just you don't know where they're coming from, and he could be a nightmare to fight. Like I said, he's when he gets going and he's in full flow, the guy is just like, he puts mental pressure on you, a bit like Usyk, where they're coming forward and you're constantly thinking on your feet, where it drains you out. That's what I mean by the mental pressure, because you just don't know what Lomachenko is going to do next. If he's in full flow and he is, you know, fighting in that way, then yeah, I mean, I can't see anything else other than a Lomachenko win, even probably a stoppage win for Lomachenko. But it really does depend what Lomachenko shows up. Will it be the same Lomachenko that showed up against Teofimo Lopez, where he pretty much gave away the first 6 rounds? Do you know what I mean? It'll be interesting to see. I don't think that Loma will show up. I think that we will see, you know, vintage Loma, so to speak. And I think that, yeah, he may, I don't want to sound disrespectful at all, but I think he may do a number on Richard Comey, man. And that's not to disrespect him, like I said, because he is one of the better lightweights in the world. He is in the top 10 and in some people's top 5. And yeah, I do rate Richard Comey, but Lomachenko is, you know, he's just an unbelievable talent, a special fighter. And, you know, he's set for the Hall of Fame, despite the 2 losses on his career so far. Will be interesting to see what happens Saturday night, man. It'll be on Sky Sports, so make sure you guys check that out if you're over here in the UK. What happens next for the rest of the lightweight division? That's what I want to talk about in the rest of the video. We know that Kambosos is right at the top right now. He defeated Teofimo Lopez. He's the lineal and the unified champion of that division. He's missing 1 belt, and that's, you know, is disputed to some people. But Devin Haney does hold the WBC lightweight belt. And let's see what happens. Hopefully them two will get to meet up next year in Australia for that undisputed fight. But there are other sharks in the water. We already know this. Some people like to say it's the 4 kings. I don't want to disrespect the 4 kings by saying that these lightweights have got a lot to prove before they get to that standard. But there is some good talent in that division, some good young talent. And then you've got the master, the old guy, Lomachenko, so to speak, 32, 33 years old. But look what else you've got in there. You've got Kambosos, who's a champion. You've got Devin Haney. You've got Ryan Garcia. You've got Gervonta Tank Davis. Do you know what I mean? You've got Richard Comey in there as well. You know, it's great to see that, you know, we're starting to see some of these fights be put together. But I want to see the likes of a Gervonta Davis take on like a Devin Haney, or so to speak. But you just get the feeling with Gervonta Davis's team, Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather, they already have a star in Tank, and he's selling very well, fighting obscure opponents, so to speak. He's not fighting the names of the division. He was going to fight Rolly Romero, who is a product of the Mayweather gym, so that's an in-house fight. He fought Cruz, who was a late replacement for Rolly Romero. He fought Mario Barrios. So, you know, these are not the sort of names that we want to see Tank in with. I'm not saying that they're all easy fights, but we want to see him in against those top guys. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Devin Haney, to me, seems like the one that wants to make it happen against all these guys, and Kambosos as well. So I've got a lot of love and respect for those two guys. I like what they're doing. I like what they're trying to do in the division. They want to fight everybody, and that's what we need to see. Ryan Garcia, for me, he's nowhere at the moment. I don't know what he's looking to do. I don't know if he's got a fight. He hasn't got a fight scheduled or anything like that, but he really needs to get going. I mean, even Canelo, his own stablemate, said that he's wasting his talent and he's not getting the best out of his ability. Does Ryan Garcia really want to box? What does he actually want to do? I mean, he hasn't had a fight for a while now. Pulled out of 2 scheduled fights already. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where he goes from here. But the division as a whole, the lightweight division, if we are to start even thinking about mentioning these guys in the same breath as the 4 Kings, then they're all going to have to fight each other, because that's what the 4 Kings did. So let's hope that we will get more of these fights. I'm optimistic that Devin Haney and Kambosos will be made for next year. I don't see why that wouldn't happen. Gervonta Davis is the star. I mean, he is the cash cow of that division, I'd say. And hopefully, yeah, we get to see, because they're all exciting fights. All exciting fights, man. And it doesn't really matter if, like, you lose your O. Everybody's seen it. You can bounce back from that. But, you know, sometimes I just feel like a lot of these young stars in the game right now really want to protect that O. They use it as a marketing tool, you know what I mean, being undefeated. And they look at it as the end of the world if you lose that O. Maybe that is what's, you know, driving fear in some of these promoters and everyone else in getting these guys together. But that's not always the case, man. You could have a loss and bounce back and look very good doing it. Look at Anthony Yard last weekend. He's got 2 losses on his career now, but he's probably in the best position that he's been in since he started his career, because he's set up for another title shot for the WBO belt against the winner of Callum Johnson and Joe Smith Jr. So a loss isn't the end of the world, man. Let's hope that these lightweights get it on. Lomachenko is proof of that as well. He's right back in the mix as well. I hope he gets the fights that he wants as well. And let's see what happens, man. Lomachenko and Richard Comey this weekend. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.